Hey guys, what's up? So, finally, after like 6 months, I have a new Dio. Now, I know I haven't uploaded any of the old one yet, which I will be doing, but to be honest, I might just do that in parts um, randomly, like a day here, a day there, um, kind of as just kind of a filler video, so something you guys could watch and stuff like that. Instead of my huge gaps between videos, I might just upload that. I might make the videos. I still have to edit them all and do all that, and then I'll eventually upload those. But it wasn't my favorite. The last hour wasn't my favorite one I've ever done. It was cool. I think I put a lot of work into it, but it just went slow, really slow going. It took too long, and by the end I kind of got bored with it and completed it quick to just kind of get the pictures and all that, and that was it. And it just wasn't one of my best done ones for YouTube. It looked cool, but just wasn't the best. Um, but this one, I'm super excited about. I usually always, if you kind of notice my patterns, always do a new dial right around Christmas time. Um, Mostly because I usually do get some various models for Christmas or whatnot. And I am, of course, getting a couple or a few or so this year. And I'm just interested in doing a new dial. Obviously, it's something cool for me. I love doing them and stuff. So basically, I came up with this idea, um, which is going to incorporate a little more room, just like the last one. It kind of has the same setup almost as the last one. Not a bridge like the last one, but it incorporates the lower part of the Dio area, I guess you'd call it, where my 18,000 is right now. Because as you guys know, the 18,000, I put the extensions in it, and they're still in it, so that won't fit on the table anymore. So where it is now, it has to stay, and I like it down there more because it fits better, obviously, with the height. Well, it's the only place it will fit. Plus, it looks cool. It just makes it look, you know, huge, which it already is. But otherwise, so let me get into what this Dio is going to consist of, or what it is, what the idea behind it is. Um, Basically, you guys are looking at the 4100, but the two tanks. They're supposed to be two old storage tanks. That's why they kind of look beat up. I mean, one, they're made out of tinfoil, and anybody that's ever used that knows that to get it perfectly straight or round, not really straight, but round without any sort of creases is just next to impossible, which I've come to figure out. It's very hard to if you can. It's really just a pain in the ass because you got to find something to wrap it with. But otherwise, so the one on the left is supposed to look more beat up, and this one here it looks a little bit better because I kind of wrapped it a little bit nicer. But it's still supposed to be two old tanks which are going to be demolished. Basically, the idea for this site is you guys know the power plant dial that I did back in March. Well, this is supposed to be a continuation of that dio on a different part of that power plant site. This is supposed to be a higher elevation, not really higher elevation, but more on top of like a mountain type thing, because that's how I kind of incorporate the lower part of this area. Um, and it's supposed to be, you have some railroad tracks here, as you can see. Old railroad tracks with some old trains that just left on it, basically out of use, kind of condemned tracks, which are going to be torn up. Basically, what that is, if you guys remember from the old power plant dio that I did, or the one back in March and April. It was a power plant that was opened, like say back in the 50s, closed late 80s, early 90s, and then was closed for 20 some odd years until now, to where they've reopened it, and my company was contracted to kind of refurbish it, redo the entire place, renovate everything, put new transformers, generators. These are some tanks that they had at the storage facility, at the power plant. Some storage tanks. Oh, I said storage facility. But some tanks, which is basically the old tanks. They're going to demolish these, replace it with a bunch of new tanks and stuff like that. Old, like, little chicken coop type thing, I think they're called. A little garage, whatever, tin roof. Old machines sitting in there. They're going to rip that out, tear these down, rip all these apart. Fuel tank here, which I believe is in the shot. Fuel tank here. They're going to take that one out, just little things and stuff like that. And then this entire mound behind the fuel tanks, which you guys can see, which is covered in trees. That's going to be basically what they want to do for the power plant. They want to, part of it is coal powered. So, say this is taking place in New York. A lot of coal comes from Pennsylvania by rail, and so what I'm trying to have the idea here is that this whole area here, this mountain, which is basically just loads of overburden material when they dug out the area over here, which I'll show you in a minute, from when they kind of ripped out that rock wall, just some overburden material that was left there, and over, the 60, 70 year period, it eventually got more, trees grew and all that, so that's how that ended up being. But what they're going to do, they're going to have some big excavators in here. I'm hoping to bring in my 390 because I really want to use that. Haven't got to really use it in any dio. The last one, it didn't really fit in. It was too big for that site, but I think for this size excavation, to where they have to excavate this entire mountain, or mound, I should say, or hill, basically they're going to rip that out and tear that all up. So I think the 390 is a really good machine to bring in to tear that up. Plus, I just really want to use it, so I think it'll look good though, because it's quite a bit of earth moving that it's consistent of. So basically, they're going to rebuild the railroad tracks over here, and over here they're going to, where the old railroad tracks are. Sorry, let me zoom out. They're going to put a new facility, a new building. So they're going to tear out these old ones and then rebuild the new ones over in this mound over here. They're going to, of course, level it out, rip it all out, and build brand new railroad tracks to where they can bring in coal, and then and from Pennsylvania to where they can bring it into this the power plant here in New York, and have easy access and unloading and stuff. So this is going to be where they're kind of where the train hub is. This is just one part of it, obviously, but I'm going to have the building, which is going to go here. They're going to rebuild an entire building, and to where they could have the coal facility, and also kind of their headquarters, I should say, for the train division of the power plant. I don't know why I'm kind of at a loss of words, but so that's it. Just to start, I did kind of pre-haul in the 4100, and you got my tanker here. I don't know if you did see the unboxing of this. So this is the tanker that I got, finally get to use on this site. It's just basically going to be here for now. It's empty, and it's going to pump any leftover fuel out of the big fuel tank, the black fuel tank over there. Going to pump any fuel out of that one. It's just basically empty right now, sitting there waiting to pump the rest of the fuel out of that. Got the pickup truck sitting over there. Got my little Grove Yard Boss there already. So I kind of pre-hauled in a few different things. I didn't take pictures of that or do anything with that, just because it's kind of easier. I didn't really feel like doing big hauling in things with the cranes, mostly because it's not that the 4100 is hard to take apart. I just really didn't feel like it this time. Plus, I kind of reeved the hook. I re-reeved the hook. I took the other one off and put this one back on, and put the jib on it and stuff. And then thought that I should probably haul it in pieces, so I'm not taking it apart again. But it's fine. I think it looks fine. Plus, it just makes a little quicker time and less kind of downtime for me. So this is the top part where the train hub is kind of going to be, where they're going to build a new building and stuff, and the new railroad tracks over here in the mound where they're going to be digging out. These tanks are obviously, as I said, going to get demolished. They're going to clear all of this, level all this out, and then have a big pad for a new crane, which you guys will be seeing soon within the next few days. So let me move down to the other part of the site. I'm just going to go down. So basically showing you this here, and then we come down to, and try to get out of the shadow of the light here, down to here, which I'm pretty sure you guys have seen. Basically, this is the lower area where the camera is right now. It's supposed to be kind of like water, as you could see, the little water area there. It's supposed to be a rock wall over here, which I tried to simulate best I could. And this is supposed to be a little powerhouse area here, where they're going to kind of re-put some new things on top of the building. A huge generator I'm going to haul in. A massive generator is going to go on the side of the building where the white tractor trailers right now, my dry van truck, dry van trailer. And then on top of the building, next to the exhaust stack up there, they're going to actually put that transformer piece that I have from the old power plant, from the power plant tower I did earlier in the year, and stuff like that. Also, to add in, just because I kind of feel like doing it, this power plant is supposed to be a very big and obviously newer thing, so they're going to try to go a little more green, to where they're going to bring in, actually construct a windmill, and that's where my big 16,000 comes in. Now, I just kind of have it sitting here right now, just pre-hauled in the main body of it and some of the trailer, some of the sections on some trailers, just because it's just easier to do that. Also, the 18,000, which you guys can't see yet, but is also kind of pre-hauled in, just because I honestly don't expect me to ever take apart the 18,000, at least for now. It's such a, truthfully, it's such a pain in the ass to take apart. It's reeving the things that aren't even that bad. It's which is funny, the hardest part of that crane to reeve is the hook block, which you'd think would be easier, but honestly, the luffing struts, the luffing jib struts, they're easy to reeve. Honestly, that's super simple. The bridle's even easy. Honestly, it's the hardest part of that entire crane is honestly reeving the hook block. Just because anyone that has the 18,000, I'm not going to show you, just anyone that has it knows on the top of the boom section, the boom head, where you start the reeving of the hook block, where the sheaves are, in the middle of it, there's two little pieces, don't even know what you're going to call them, that are like little plates that actually cover the sheaves in the middle, and they cover like 4 of them, and it's the biggest pain in the ass, because when you come back up through to kind of string it up, I don't know, I'm not going to use my hands, honestly, not really know what I'm talking about, but excuse me, anyone that has it knows it's just a pain in the ass when you come back up through it, but but anybody that has it just knows what I'm talking about. But otherwise, so I just figured pre-haul that in, save some time, plus it's just, I really don't feel like taking it apart. And then the 16,000, I just had the body in there already. I might end up taking the trucks out. For now, I just have them sitting there and stuff. At the Link-Belt RCT 8100 in there already. That's going to be assembling the 16,000, or helping with the assembly and stuff. So the 18,000 is basically there on this site to lift, to do some pretty heavy lifts. Also, reason for the height, because that's the same one that was on the power plant earlier in the year. They added the height so it can lift above the top of the wall here, kind of up here, and then up onto the actual table too. So I kind of got a whole little idea going in my head, and then it'll come more clear. I know I'm probably just rambling on, but it'll come more clear once it's the Dio days kind of start. So I'll be starting them soon. Stop motions. People always ask me about stop motions. Are you going to do them? Blah, blah, blah. Is it all going to be stop motions? Truth is, I don't have that much fun when I do the stop motions. Like, I actually enjoy the Dio more if I'm not doing a stop motion, because I kind of get to do a little more with it, and it's just not as time-consuming. But I might end up doing it. I don't know. I mean, various days might be, maybe a day here is just kind of a slideshow worth of pictures, and then a day here might be stop motion. I don't know. It's just, it really depends on what I'm doing, how I feel that particular day, to be honest with you, doing it. It's so time-consuming. Anyone that does stop motions knows it. I mean, I know some of you really enjoy doing them. Me, I'm not the biggest fan of them. I mean, I love how they come out, but the actual process to do it is just kind of boring. But it's not boring, but just it takes a lot of time. And the Dio goes a lot slower with that and stuff. So I like to move along fairly quickly and have stuff done. So I'll probably be mostly slideshow pictures. I don't know. I mean, I know you guys like the stop motions, and to be honest, I love watching them. I'm not a big fan of making them. But please don't, not watch the slideshow ones either. I mean, the days are still going to be really awesome and really cool, and a lot of stuff goes into them. So please watch them, even if it's not a stop motion. Please watch both and watch them all. I mean, most of you do. Also, before I end this video, because I know I'm almost at 15 minutes now, I'm at 391 subscribers, I think, as of the last time I looked, which was a few hours ago, or before this video. And that is awesome. I mean, if I can get to 400, 9 more subscribers before the end of the year, that'd be insane. Like I can't thank you guys enough for that. That's really awesome. That's an accomplishment for me because it's just for a channel based upon construction models and all that. It really it's just awesome to have, I think, that many subscribers. Because I'm not obviously the biggest construction YouTuber out there or whatever, or construction model YouTuber, but I like kind of growing our little community, kind of our little group here on YouTube, because it's not, there's quite a few of us that do this little hobby, but there's not that many compared to a lot of other things on YouTube. So it's really awesome. So please, hopefully, help me get the 400 subscribers. That'd be really, really awesome by the end of the year. Got a week or so. So otherwise, thank you guys so much for watching the video, staying with me, liking, subscribing, commenting. I love reading you guys' comments. Even the shortest, nice or cool, it's still nice to see that, and I enjoy doing that. So otherwise, let me end this video because we're at 16 minutes now. I'm sure you guys are getting pissed by now. But otherwise, so yeah, check out for these new days. There will be a Christmas unboxing on Christmas. I will upload that on Christmas. So please look out for that. That'll be really, really awesome. Got some some really, really cool models to show you guys and all that. So please watch that and comment, rate, subscribe. Same thing I say every video. But otherwise, thanks a lot for watching, guys, and hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you guys really enjoy the new dial, because I'm really looking forward to it. Alright, guys, have a great one. I'll say it on Christmas, but early, Happy Merry Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas, or whatever. I don't know. I can't talk. Have a great one, guys.